Lotus flowers control their own internal temperature, and they're completely edible. People mix up lotus flowers with water lilies all the time, but they're not related. The two split apart something like 400 million years ago. Water lilies stayed water plants the whole time, while lotus plants started on land and went back into the water later. Water lilies belong to the Nymphaceae family, and lotus sits in its own lineage, down near the base of the Eudicot branch of flowering plants. They only look alike because they both had to solve the same problem, keeping their blooms above the water, and landed on the same solution independently. That's convergent evolution, two unrelated plants ending up looking the same. Even old Egyptian temple carvings label lilies and lotuses interchangeably, so this mix-up has been going on for thousands of years. Lotus flowers are homeothermic, meaning they hold their own internal temperature steady, something that's supposed to be limited to mammals and birds. A spring day can swing anywhere from 50 to 113 degrees Fahrenheit, but the inside of the flower stays locked in around 86 to 97 degrees the whole time, controlled by the plant's own cell metabolism. The real question is which came first. Did the flowers start warming up because bugs were already showing up there? Or did bugs start showing up because the flowers were already warm? Either way, the leading idea is that the heat keeps insects around longer to mate and feed, which spreads more pollen. The petals and leaves are covered in tiny waxy bumps that make water bead up into a nearly perfect sphere and roll straight off, instead of soaking in. That keeps the plant from getting waterlogged while it sits out on the water all day. Scientists reverse engineered that structure into real products, including a honey spoon with the same microscopic texture, so honey beads up and slides off instead of sticking to it. The same idea has gone into water-repellent clothing and other materials too. Lotus seeds seal themselves inside a heavy wax coating that blocks moisture so well. Researchers found 1,300-year-old seeds and got them to germinate. They planted those ancient seeds next to fresh modern ones, watered them the same way, and they grew at the exact same rate. There was no way to tell which plants had come from the 1,000-year-old seeds just by looking at them. Some of these seeds can apparently sit dormant for thousands of years before they ever get a chance to grow. The American lotus is struggling right now, mostly in the Northeast, in states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and New Jersey. It's losing ground to habitat loss and urban sprawl, not because another lotus is beating it out. Asian lotus varieties brought in as ornamental garden plants are moving into a lot of those same waters, filling the gap the American lotus leaves behind as it dies off on its own. Meanwhile, in Asia, this plant is a full-blown food crop. The seeds get pickled, the leaves wrap rice the way seaweed wraps sushi, the petals go in salads, and people make wine from it. China grows about 6 million tons of it a year for food and export, and has for more than 1,300 years. A lotus festival in Linjing, China brings in 5.1 million tourists every year. Here in the States, we never built a food culture around the American lotus. Deer eat it instead, and we just enjoy eating the deer.